Koba is the main antagonist of the Planet of the Apes trilogy, the trilogy that starts with Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and then ends with War for the Planet of the Apes. Well, not really end, because they're going to get a new one in 2024, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Anyways, Koba is the most violent ape throughout the whole trilogy. He's the first one to use man-made weapons, he's willing to kill his own members to ensure power and vengeance, and he's extremely aggressive. He's also very scary and threatening in total. He has lots of scars and is half-blinded. But one strange fact about Koba that does not sit perfectly with his personality is that Koba is a bonobo. For those who don't know, bonobos are great apes and are our closest relatives next to chimpanzees. They look very similar to chimpanzees, aside from a few differences. They have smaller faces, smaller ears, rounder heads, they are much more lightly built, they have dark skin, and their faces are black with pink lips. They also have different hierarchies and personalities compared to chimps. Bonobos are actually matriarchal, meaning they have one lead female being the matriarch. And although not all the females are related in the same troop, they are still treated very well and will be protected from unwanted males. Bonobos are extremely close and have strong bonds with each other. They are extremely playful as babies, but even after they become adults, they are still playful. Instead of using violence to solve conflict, which they rarely if ever use, they actually use sex to solve conflict. This is something I always found odd with Koba, ever since I found out he was actually a bonobo, not a chimpanzee with dark skin. He's shown to be aggressive and hostile when bonobos in real life are not. They're actually shown to be very nice creatures. They're basically the hippies of all apes. Even Koba's wiki points this out. They point out how even though Koba is the most violent and aggressive ape in the whole trilogy, this would not happen in reality, considering the fact that bonobos are far less violent than chimpanzees. Though they do give an actual reason why Koba might be violent in the first place. He was imprisoned for many years and had to endure abuse and torture. It's still kind of ironic that Koba is extremely aggressive, but his entire species isn't. It's actually the complete opposite. His personality actually fits more of a chimpanzee than an actual bonobo. If they wanted to be more accurate to bonobos, then they should have given him a similar personality to Maurice, since Maurice is shown to be extremely compassionate and nice. I'm not saying Maurice's personality is bad, I'm just using it as an example. And fun fact, orangutans aren't violent, like at all. The most they will do is just a bunch of bluffs. Anyways, Koba is extremely aggressive and very hostile, despite him being a bonobo. And bonobos are very kind, peaceful, and gentle creatures.